First of all, I shall take example given in earlier stage up to 4 results given as as different sets. Let us consider sin inverse x is equal to cosec inverse root 2. What is the value of x? Now convert this in sin inverse. That is sin inverse 1 upon root 2. Here x is equal to 1 upon root 2 by comparing. Similarly, we will get cos and sec. I am taking tan and cot. Suppose tan inverse x is equal to cot of inverse minus 1 upon root 3. Directly, how will we write? If it is negative, what will happen? Cot inverse. Directly x will be, that is invalid, null sign. That is the main question. What is wrong with it? However, in principal values, most of the candidates write that x is equal to root minus root 3. That will not happen. As cot inverse minus 1 upon root 3 is equal to pi minus, that is pi by 3 to pi by 3. And tan inverse, you might be knowing as already described, that lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. Therefore, that will not hold. Therefore, there is no such value. You must be careful. I have explained the example. We have to use in future time to time. Now, I am taking other result, that is result number 6, I think. Or 5th, I don't remember exactly, either 5th or 6th. Now, that is the next side. That will be sin inverse of sin theta. Remember that sin of sin inverse x will be x, but that is not always true. That will be theta. Only theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That is in principal value. Theta must lie in principal values. Similarly, cos inverse cos theta is also cos theta. Theta belongs to 0 to pi, and tan inverse tan theta is equal to theta. Only theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Again, that is in principal values. Similarly, we may get for others, as already discussed. Now, what happens? We have to observe the nature of problems based on this. We have to be very careful while using this problem. Suppose sin inverse sin 2 pi by 3. That is not 2 pi by 3. It may be, it may not be, but that is not here. 2 pi by 3. As 2 pi by 3 does not belong to minus pi by 2 to pi. How will we get? First of all, for principal values, we have to convert into principal values. So how will we convert this in principal values? Either write the value or you may write sine inverse by using this magnitude must be in first quadrant. Whatever it may be the trigonometrical ratio, but you have to convert in first quadrant. Sine 2 pi by 3 is sine pi minus 2 pi by 3. That is sine inverse sine pi by 3. And that will be, as it lies in principal value, that is equal to pi by 3. Next, sine inverse, suppose sine 7 pi by 3. How will we get? Convert this in within 0 and pi by 2, that is in first quadrant. How will we convert? Sine inverse sine 2 pi plus pi by 3. That is equal to sine inverse sine pi by 3. And that will be is equal to again pi by 3. As it's like we can't directly write 7 pi. That will be incorrect. Similarly, you may get for other, we shall take examples. That is, for example, we may consider tan inverse tan minus 8 pi by 3. How will we solve this? First of all, write tan inverse minus tan 8 pi by 3. Make the operation of minus. We have to consider the operation of minus. Remember that. In future, be careful. Whenever there is minus, so first of all, make the operation of minus. Where only minus is there, you have to put minus. Otherwise, in some of the cases, you have to add pi. Now that is equal to only minus tan inverse tan 8 pi by 3. You may write other form, that is 2 pi plus pi by 3. This angle must be lying between 0 and pi by 2 in all the cases, remember that. Whether negative, positive, but this must be. And apply the formula, that is 10 pi by 3. That is lying between principal value, that is equal to minus pi by 3. You may take one more step, but don't avoid. You have to write full steps to make it correct. Sometimes it may be wrong, otherwise. Now, consider cot inverse. Cot. Suppose 9 pi by 7. We have already seen that we have considered standard values. We may also write the value of that trigonometrical ratio. Here you can't. So how will we get cot inverse? Cot. Again, we have to write pi plus 2 pi by 7. This angle is lying between 0 and pi by 2. That is cot inverse cot 2 pi by 7 as cot pi by plus theta is equal to cot theta. Therefore, it is lying between 0 and pi by 2. That is 2 pi by 7. Now, I take another example. Suppose I consider the angle in degrees. Suppose cot inverse cot 500 degree. First of all, we have to convert this angle between 0 and 360 degree, that is 360 plus 140 degree. Cot inverse cot 140 degree at cot theta plus 2 pi is equal to cot theta. Now, you may notice that 140 degrees is within principal values. So you may write directly if you are interested. Otherwise, you may use this as cot 180 degree minus 40 degree, which is in negative. Cot inverse minus cot 40 degree. Again, you may make the operation of negative side. That is minus cot inverse cot 40 degree, and pi will be added. It is in degrees, that will be 180 degrees, and that will be 180 degree minus 40 degree, that is 140 degree. You may write accordingly, but you have to write that lies in this value. I may consider another values. Suppose I am writing cos inverse cos minus 400 degree. First of all, we have to make the operation of this cos inverse. Cos minus 400 is equal to cos 400 degree, as cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Now convert this into between 0 and 90 degree, that is cos 360 plus 40 degree, that is equal to cos inverse cos 40 degree, that is 40 degree. We have to be very careful for inverse of any trigonometric relation. Suppose we are interested in sine inverse, that is cos 300 degree. First of all, write the value of cos 300 degree. Sine cos 300 means cos of 360 degree minus 60 degree. That is cos 360 minus theta is equal to cos theta, that is sine inverse cos 60 degree. That is equal to sine inverse cos 60 means half, that is equal to 30 degree, right? Directly, you may also write here sine inverse sine 90 minus 6, that is 30 degree. 90 minus 60 degree. We have consider sine. So this is line and this is value, you may write that is also 30. Now, third part is we may write that is pi by 2 minus cos inverse. What is given here? As sine inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. We have already tested that is cos inverse cos 60 degree, and that is equal to, you may write 90 degree minus 60 degree, that is equal to. There are so many possibilities. Now, if we have to convert, suppose sine inverse 3 upon 5 is given. How will you convert this into cos inverse or tan inverse, etc.? So let us consider is equal to theta. We have to write sine theta is equal to theta. Remember that sine inverse x is equal to theta. That always implies sine theta is equal to x. Cos inverse x is equal to theta. That is I cos theta is equal to x. Tan inverse x is equal to theta. That implies that is tan theta is equal to x. Whenever given. Similarly, others. Now, you must know in which quadrant theta lies. That is positive, that must lie in first quadrant. So we have to convert in, suppose we are interested in tan inverse x. How will we find this? To convert this theta, you may convert in, that is theta. It is 3, it is 5, and that is 4. That is very simple. That is 3 by 5. That is line first quadrant. That is, we have to write tan theta. We have to find tan theta is equal to 3 by 4. So that means theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4 as it is positive. That is line first quadrant. Similarly, we may get 4 others. I take one more example. Suppose cos inverse minus 1 upon 2. We have to convert this into, suppose, tan inverse x plus something. So how will we get? We have to convert this into tan inverse x within principal value. How will we write? Theta. That is cos theta is equal to 1 by 2 with negative sign. Now we have to consider this negative sign in second quadrant. That will be, theta will be pi minus, however you may write, that is equal to, theta is equal to pi minus pi by 4, that is 3 pi by 4. Now, tan inverse x lies between minus pi by 4 and pi by 2, therefore we have to write this is equal to 3 pi by 4 is equal to pi minus pi by 4. We have to convert pi minus pi plus minus alpha. Alpha must be in first quadrant that is equal to 5 minus tan inverse x. In future, we shall study more examples.